Yes, it's achievable. At this our age and time, very achievable. And the only way you can achieve that is by resting totally on God. Romans 8:28 says that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose. Usually we just read it and we forget that it says to them, it further explains, it says to them who are called according to his purpose. So the moment you are actually walking in the line of God's purpose for you, then it's going to be easy, because everything, even when you walk and you stumble your foot and you feel, oh, I just hit my foot on a stone, it is actually working together for your good. So when you rest assured in that word, you know that even when it looks hazy, it's actually for the better of it at the end of the day. So yes, you can actually be a whole woman in this our age and time. It's very, very possible. When you feel you're losing strength, just draw from God. Just keep drawing from. The more you draw from God, the stronger you get at it. So you can't get weak at any point in time. Even Jesus, when he was weak at a point, he had to talk to God. That's a typical example for us. So when you just feel like, I don't think I can walk in the capacity of a whole woman anymore, go back to God. Go back to the Bible. That's our manual. Draw from him. Praise God.
So, Mrs. Shotunde, before I move to the next person, I want you to look at Proverb 31 woman. You can see that she usually wake up in the morning, she has mates, she has business, she's an entrepreneur, she's a good woman, she's a wife. And at the same time, is it possible? Going to Lagos every day, facing traffic, 3 hours to Lagos, coming back, 3 hours, and still you want to be a purposeful man. How can you manage it and still be that which God has commissioned you to?
I will still say that you have to depend on God totally. Because before you even get married, one, you have to have a relationship with God. You have to know how you communicate with your God, how God communicates with you. So in the place of marriage, there are two different lives. The Faith Duncan before becoming Faith Shotunde is entirely different. This is not how I used to be. This is not how I used to talk.
This is not our real face.
This is not my real face before I got married, But I got married and a new woman was born, entirely, totally different. And I must tell you that for every point in time, it keeps looking like it's a new task. It keeps looking like you were not prepared for it. I wake up tomorrow morning and maybe today I thought, oh, thank God I achieved well today. I've done good for myself, for my son, for my husband, my business. And I'm like, oh, so tomorrow I can still repeat that. And then I wake up tomorrow morning and it's a different ball game. And you're just like, God, see me through the next 24 hours. So basically, it's about you depending on God. We were discussing yesterday, that myself and Mrs. Duncan, and I was telling her that, she was saying, this whole program, man, I don't know how it's going to end up looking. And I said, see, in situations like this, you just submit everything to God and allow the Holy Spirit to take control. Because, like I said earlier, once it's in the purpose, the plan of God for you, it's going to work well. It is going to work well. If I look back, the things that I thought were not working well for me in my life then, I thank God that they did not work well. Because where I am today is as a result of the things that didn't work well that pruned me to be a better person today. And if I had not gone through those processes, I won't be here today. I wouldn't be the person I am. I won't be in the position where I am. I won't be with the husband that I'm with. I won't be working where I'm working. The kind of things that I say and the kind of things that I do, my relationship with God wouldn't have even gone deeper. It would have probably been on the surface. So yes, bottom line is draw from God, link with God. If you want to be practical, yes, you can draw a timetable, you can have mentors you want to follow, you can read books, you can attend events, workshops. All those are tools to actually empower you, yes. But then, even after getting all these tools to use, after organizing yourself, being the meticulous person, I wake up 5:30, by 7 a.m., breakfast is ready, by 7 p.m., everybody has eaten and children are gone to bed. Even amidst all of that, at the end of the day, when the strength is gone, if God is not your strength, if it's not your support, you are going to drop down. You are seriously going to drop down. And when God is not with you, you can expect anything and everything that you don't want in your life to come to you at that point. So that's my take.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Okay.
just because you mentioned Proverbs 31 woman, I just wanted to add, and it was my husband that drew it up that, so this woman, she had house help. I think that's just one point I just wanted to include that in. We should also embrace support. A lot of times as women, we somewhere in our head, we are super women and we want to do everything. Yes, we have the capacity to do everything by ourselves, but we must always remember that, like she said, even in getting support, hear from God and embrace when people want to support you. It's very, very important and it helps. So whether married, whether single, support in terms of advice, support in terms of counsel, physical support in helping us do some of the things that we want to do. That's just what I wanted to include.
Sorry, ma, just few words. Even God himself, God had the power to create heaven and earth, man and woman, all the animals. He could create it at the very second. But God had to do day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, till day 7. So I mean, you can have it all in accordance to God's will, but it may not be all at the same time. So there are times in which you might want to have it all in terms of being a mother. You might want to have, being a mother and being a career person, You might not, sometimes some things may have to give way for something. That does not mean that you don't have it all yet. Because everything has its own time. I remember my own case. I've been telling God that, God, when I get married, when I have my children, I don't want to walk in a place I will not have time for my family. I always pray that prayer. And I believe that for every career person, it is possible if you're able to plan your time well and have the great support system around you. So if you want things to happen, sometimes, not even most times, all the time, pray them to reality. If you're having issues with balancing things, pray balance, pray support, pray time management into reality. But sometimes some things don't happen until when you pray them out.